अस्सलामुअलैकुम एंड वेलकम बैक। इस वीडियो में जो क्विज़ मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करूंगा उसको तैयार करा गया है हज फॉर्म एंड एफिडेविट वाले टॉपिक में से 30 MCQs हैं यहाँ पे। और अगर आप लोग ये वीडियो कंप्लीट देख लेते हो तो आपको ये टॉपिक कवर हो जाना है विद आंसर के साथ। मैं आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करूंगा इस वीडियो में। आर यू फर्स्ट टाइम इन माय यूट्यूब चैनल तो लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलिएगा और मेरे लिए दवा कर दीजिएगा। चलें स्टार्ट कर देते हैं। तो फर्स्ट यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी पर्पस ऑफ द इकरारनामा सबमिटेड बाय द हज्जाज। तो यहाँ पे इकरारनामा का पर्पस बताना है क्या है। ए ऑप्शन है टू लिस्ट द नेम ऑफ ऑल द पिलग्रम ब्लड रिलेटिव ट्रैवलिंग इन द सेम ग्रुप। बी ऑप्शन है टू प्रोवाइड डिटेल अबाउट द पिलग्रम ट्रैवल इंश्योरेंस कवरेज। सी ऑप्शन है टू सर्व as a to serve as a formal undertaking to abide by all Hajj rule and regulation of both the home country and Saudi Arabia. C option है to certify the pilgrim knowledge of all Hajj rituals। तो यहाँ पे दुरुस्त जो ऑप्शन बन रही है वो ऑप्शन नंबर सी है। तो मैं इसके ऊपर क्लिक करता हूँ, देखता हूँ क्या इसका ये दुरुस्त जवाब है। इसके ऊपर क्लिक करता हूँ, वाह इट्स राइट, ठीक होगी बात। अब मैं नेक्स्ट पर क्लिक करता हूँ और नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। हु इज द मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट अथॉरिटी टू साइन एंड अटेस्ट अ हज पिलग्रम मेडिकल फिटनेस सर्टिफिकेट इन पाकिस्तान? The Hajj group organizer, after a preliminary visual check. B option है any registered private medical practitioner. C option है a doctor authorized by state government, central government or autonomous bodies, surgeon, doctor, medical board। और D option है a registered pharmacists with a minimum of 10-year experience। So the correct answer is option number C। I click it and want to know my answer is correct or wrong. So I click it. Wow, it's right. And no, I click next button. The question number 3 is as per medical guideline. A pregnant woman is generally considered not fit for Hajj if she will be how many months pregnant or more at the time of departure? A option है 3 month, B option है 5 month और C option है 4 month और D option है 7th month। तो यहाँ पे जो 5 मंथ, यहाँ पे बी ऑप्शन दुरुस्त है। तो मैं इसके ऊपर क्लिक करता हूँ तो दिस इज करेक्ट। सो आई क्लिक इन नेक्स्ट। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग chronic condition, if uncontrolled, is typically listed as reason to disqualify an application on the medical fitness certificate? If uncontrolled is typically listed as a reason to disqualify an application on medical fitness certificate. A history of minor surgical procedure performed more than 2 years ago, uncontrolled diabetes, severe, severe chronic heart disease, or acute asthma, middle seasonal allergies that are early managed with over-the-counter medication, and minor due to change in weather. So the Drust answer for this question is option B, uncontrolled diabetes. So click it. Wow, it's correct. Now click in the next. A pilgrim intending to perform Hajj ul Badal, yani Hajj on behalf of another person. Hajj ul Badal must submit a affidavit confirming which key condition. तो यहाँ पे हमने बताना है कि अगर कोई बंदा किसी की जगह पे हज करता है तो क्या कंडीशन होनी चाहिए, उसको एफिडेविट देना है. They have never performed Hajj before under any scheme. They have performed their own obligatory Hajj in a previous year. They are directed blood relative, son or daughter of the person. They have obtained special person from the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah. They have never performed Hajj before under any scheme. The correct answer I think it's A. तो मैं देखता हूँ ये दुरुस्त है या नहीं. Oh, it's wrong. The दुरुस्त answer is they have performed their own obligatory Hajj in the previous year. ठीक है, तो obligatory means what? तो इसके लिए हम लोग जाके मानी चेक कर लेंगे इसका. तो मैं देख लेता हूँ इसका क्या मतलब बन रहा है. इसको मैंने यहाँ से कॉपी किया और मैं तो मेरा नेट नहीं आ रहा भाई. अब मैं नेक्स्ट पे क्लिक करता हूँ. फॉर सक्सेसफुल हज एप्लीकेशन who is unable to travel. What is the mandatory relationship requirement for the person nominated as a substitute under the government Hajj scheme? Must be blood relative of the original applicant, must be active member of the same Hajj group. There is no relationship requirement. Any eligible person can be nominated. Must be an immediate neighbor or a close family friend. For successful Hajj applicant who is unable to travel, what is the mandatory relationship? Must be blood relative of the original applicant. A option. So now click in the next question. What is considered a valid reason for an original successful applicant to repeat a substitution or refund? Original successful applicant to request a substitution or refund as accepted by the Ministry of Religious Affairs. The applicant received visa but realized the flight departure time was inconvenient. The substitute is willing to pay an additional fees for the seat, change of mind, or finding a cheaper private Hajj package. Death of applicant, confirmed serious illness, or unavoidable commitment like an unexpected examination date. So the drust answer is D. Okay. Now I click in the next. If an applicant requests to refund after the ministry has incurred significant expenses, visa or accommodation cost, what typically happen to the deposited Hajj due? The full amount is refunded regardless of the time. The ministry keep the entire amount as a plenty for withdraw. The ministry may deduct the incurred expenses from the deposited amount before issue, issuing the refund. The applicant must be a substitute to receive the fund. The applicant requests to refund after ministry. Uh, C is the correct answer. Okay, and now click in the next. What is one of the mandatory condition that a woman must affirm in an affidavit to perform Hajj without a mahram, as per the contemporary policy in Pakistan? They must be travel only the air and not by road or sea. She must have complete a certified course on Islamic. She must have the permission of her parent or husband. If applicable, they must travel in a group consisting of only one other person. The option is C. Correct option is C. They must have the permission of parent and husband. And click on the next. Beside parental, beside parental husband permissions, a woman traveling without a mahram must affirm that she is a group of first time Hajj pilgrim, close relative only, mixed gender family, reliable females. Reliable females. What is the background color required for recent passport size photograph submitted with the Hajj applicant? So light blue in 2025 बट 2026 में वाइट है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हो सकता है पिछला डाटा हो, तो मैं वाइट पे क्लिक कर रहा हूँ. दुरुस्त आंसर इज लाइट ब्लू. ये 2025 में लो था बट 26 में वाइट है. ओके, अब मैं नेक्स्ट पे क्लिक करता हूँ. द फोटोग्राफ submitted for a female pilgrim must adhere to the rule of covering the forehead and neck only. Covering the forehead and neck only. Head, hair, ear and neck. Only face only. with a visible hairline, shoulder and chest. Forehead and neck only. Head, hair, ear and neck. Option B. As per guideline for female applicant wearing, ठीक हो गई बात। अब नेक्स्ट पे क्लिक करते हैं। What is the mandatory minimum face display percentage required for the Hajj application photograph? %80? No, 70%. The guideline typically, this is wrong answer I attempt, 17%. The guideline typically specify 70% of photograph must be display the applicant face for identification purpose. Click on the next. What is the typically validity requirement for machine readable international passport when submitting the Hajj application? It must be valid for at least 3 months of the last date of it must be valid at least 6 months from the date of the application deadline. C option. It must be valid until the end of the current Hajj years. It must be it must have at least one blank page for the visa step. The Drust answer is it must be valid at least 6 months from the date of the application deadline. It is wrong. It must be valid until the end of the current Hajj year. Current Hajj year. Okay. And now click in IMR यानी machine readable international passport. देखो there are two types passport. तो यहाँ पे machine readable जो चिप वाला पासपोर्ट होगा उसकी कह रहा है कि it must valid until the end of the current Hajj year. Current Hajj year यानी सफर नवंबर सॉरी मैंने इसको रीड नहीं करा। देखें 2026 का जो होना है ना उसने सफर यानी नवंबर के महीने तक उसको वैलिड होना चाहिए। ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ पे जल्द कर चुका था बी पे क्लिक, लेकिन सी इसका ऑप्शन दुरुस्त है, नवंबर के मंथ तक 2026 के लिए इसको वैलिड होना चाहिए। नेक्स्ट है what kind of financial agreement affidavit is required for a pilgrim opting for sharing accommodation such as 4 to 6 bed sharing, individual booking room from accommodation refund, financial solvency affidavit, family group affidavit, or halfnama for family room. Yeah, I think it's D option is correct. I click, this is right. The affidavit is used to confirm the grouping of individuals who wish to share accommodation unit, which can be 4 to 6 bed sharing. ठीक होगी बात? I click on the next. In the event of medical misdeclaration, on the fitness certificate who faces the risk of punitive proceeding from the ministry beside the application. The bank where application was submitted, the Hajj group organizer, the next kin mentioned in the applicant, the certified doctor. The Hajj group organizer, HGO, sorry, the certified doctor. In event of medical misdeclaration on the fitness certificate who face the risk of punitive proceeding from ministry beside the application, the certified doctor. And click on the next. What is the consequence for a pilgrim if serious medical condition was concealed or misdeclared, leading to deportation of KSA? The matter is settled by the pilgrim Hajj group without Mora involvement. The Ministry of Religious Affairs fully funded the deportation and all related expenses. The pilgrim must fund her own return expenses. No financial assist assistance is extended by the authority. The Office of Pilgrim Pakistan. The Office of Pilgrim Affair Pakistan cover the expenses and arrange a return ticket. What is the consequence of pilgrim if the serious medical condition was concealed, misdeclared, deportation leading to the deportation of the correct answer is D. Sorry. The correct answer is C. The pilgrim must fund has her own return expenses and no financial return. The pilgrim must fund own रिटर्न एक्सपेंसेस यानी पिलग्रम ने खुद करना है अगर उसकी जो कंडीशन जो है ना वो वहाँ पे मेडिकली अनफिट हो जाता है तो फिर पिलग्रम ने खुद करना है एंड नो फाइनेंशियल असिस्ट टू एक्सटेंडेड बाय द अथॉरिटी तो अथॉरिटी से नहीं होना ठीक हो द पॉलिसी स्टेट दैट concealment by the culminate departure on the pilgrim expenses with no financial assist of ठीक हो गया नेक्स्ट पे क्लिक करते हैं which of the following age group of children is generally considered ineligible to perform Hajj under the scheme guide? Children under age of 12. Okay, and now click on the next question. What special requirement is placed on applicants who are disabled or special person intending to perform Hajj? They must use a wheelchair provided by the ministry. They must submit affidavit stating they are financial solvent. They must have performed Umrah at least once previous. They are required to be accompanied by attendant. They must use a wheelchair provided by the ministry. The option B is correct. Oh no, the option C is correct. They are required to be accompanied by attendant. Attendant. Disabled applications are generally required to have a dedicated attendant or helper. Sorry. Attendant mean helper. Attendant mean helper. ठीक है? To assist them without the the pilgrimage. Okay. In the click on the next button. What is the consequence await a pilgrim fund engaging in prohibited activity such as begging, political practice, and drug trafficking? Okay, a formal warning from the Saudi authority, but no further action. They are disqualified for further visit of any kind of KSA by the home government. In addition to the Saudi legal, the Hajj group organizer is held solely responsible for the pilgrim action. They only face a fine when can be paid upon return to their home country. The correct option is option B. Okay, and next, which of the following document is not required when submitting a substitution request for a successful applicant? A copy of CNIC, substitute, approve, approve the substitute has performed Hajj in the last 5 years, medical certificate or proof of inability to perform Hajj if applicable, copy of CNIC, original applicant. Which of the following document is not required for submitting? Is not required of submitting. The Drust answer is answer B. Okay, the substitute must not have performed Hajj in the last 5 years. Okay, having performed is not required. The next question, what is the main requirement for the substitute pilgrim regarding their own Hajj history under the government Hajj scheme? Must not have performed Hajj at all ever, must have performed Hajj ul Badr previously, must not have performed Hajj under the government scheme in the last 5 years, must have performed Hajj exactly once. Option A. Sorry, must not have performed Hajj under the government scheme in the last 5 years. Under the government scheme in the last 5 years. यानी यहाँ पे कि उसने पिछले 5 सालों में गवर्नमेंट स्कीम से कोई हज ना कराओ तो वो फिर सब्स्टिट्यूट पिलग्रम के लिए एलिजिबल है. I click what is the pilgrim document issued by the ministry that allow a pilgrim to collect their deposit money back from the relevant bank branch after a successful refund application. Hajj withdrawal certificate, substitution approval letter, no objection certificate, refund authority letter by the ministry. that allow pilgrims to collect their deposit money back from the relevant bank branch. No objection certificate, substitution approval letter, Hajj withdrawal certificate. I think the Durust answer is refund authority. So, refund authority letter. The ministry issue an official refund authority letter to the bank permitted and so I click on the next. According to the Hajj policy, what is the faith fate of pilgrim who pass away whether naturally or accidentally during their stage in KSA? The family has the option to pouring the body in KSA and return its home. She he shall be buried in Saudi Arabia as per Saudi instruction. The ministry must cover all expenses, but the family choose poorer location. The body must be immediately flown back. No, the Durust answer is B. He shall be buried in Saudi Arabia as per Saudi instruction. यानी ये this. And click on the next. For women over the age of 45, what is the additional affidavit or declaration sometime permitted regarding Muharram requirement? The affidavit is generated. She will only travel with the licensed Hajj guide, declare her capability to undertake the journey independency, a medical certificate confirming she does not require wheelchair, a ministry farm preparation, her capacity to undertake journey independently. She will only travel with licensed Hajj guide. Mm, A option. Sorry. A declaration her capability to undertake the journey independently. Some police allow older women to travel independently provided by submitted the ठुल्कों के बाद and click on the next. What happen if a pilgrim is barred from traveling abroad by any court or placed on the exit control list? They allow to proceed for all Hajj if they have paid all their Hajj dues. They must submit special affidavit. The ministry arrange from their visa on non-Pakistan airline. They are not entitled to proceed their Hajj. Next, which of the following is not condition that generally disqualify an applicant based on the medical fit certificate? Cervic chronic heart disease, well controlled type 2 diabetes requiring oral medication, any sort of and while uncontrolled diabetes is disqualified condition. Okay. And next, with what information must Hajj applicant write on the back of additional photograph required at the time of arrival in Saudi Arabia? The address of their accommodation in Mecca, their full name and father name, their Hajj applicant number and name, the name of their Hajj group and phone number, the applicant name and see. Next, when can a successful applicant who wish to withdraw their application requirement or refund to nominate a blood relative as a substitute without significant medical deduction anytime as long the original applicant find an eligible substitute well before the deadline for the second installment payment and before visa are finalized. Only after the pilgrim is complete and final refund after Hajj visa has been issued but before the flight schedule is finalized. Well before the deadline for the second installment in payment only after the pilgrim is complete and finally refund. For the deadline of second installment. I am confused between B and C. After the pilgrim is complete and finally refund. Well before the deadline. B. Well before the deadline for the second installment payment and before the visa finalized. Before the visa finalized. I click it. The decision to allow women to perform Hajj without mahram subject the condition was made by which regulatory party in Pakistan 2023? The Supreme Court of Pakistan, the Council of Islamic Ideology, the National Database, the Ministry of Religious, the Council of Islamic Ideology. Okay, I got 73 result. More questions, click here and for more. Okay.